Alright then. Greetings and salutations, Sword Hunters. Profkill here, I guess. But people have been making builds recently. Talking about flags or URs, a stack boss. You know, all different sorts of builds. All the characters. But I decided to throw my hat into the ring. So here's a build that I made. I've been playing the game since day one. I've been building upon it for all the buffs and nerfs. This is the answer I found to playing as a flag. If you guys do not like it, then that's fine. But one thing I will say before we get into the build, if you think my build is terrible, use it as a basis. Like, don't just copy it point for point and gear for gear and think that it'll do amazingly, because it's probably not going to for you. This is some playstyle that I made for myself. You guys may end up, liking it, or you may end up finding a stronger version of it. But anyways, for the skill trees. Now, at max level, I usually just go for orange first. But I would usually build up green, and then go all the way down orange after that. First up is Interplanetary Stalker. 39% damage, with all your kill skills up. That's just brilliant on its own. There's no reason not to take it. You may see here, I don't have Leave No Trace as second intention. The thing with Flak is that I never struggle with reload speed. It's probably because of Guardian rank. And if that's the case, then oh well. Leave No Trace, quite recently I realized it's 36% to get extra ammo. Most of the time when I'm firing, I end up reloading it anyways. Ever since Leave No Trace got nerfed, it kind of just became terrible. And now it's just something I don't use. Hunter's Eye. Against bosses, if you use a bounty hunter, you get a whole ton of damage. So why wouldn't you use that? Head count. Being able to reduce your action skill cooldown time. Now you see, here I could ignore it. This is an optional point. I like staying in fadeaway. So this is to keep you guys in fadeaway. But that's not how it has to be. You guys could just put 5 points in Ambush Predator. And I know you guys could say, why are you using Ambush Predator? You just Leave No Trace. That's kind of an optional thing as well. You guys don't have to choose Ambush Predator. You guys could just put the 2 points in the Leave No Trace if you really want to. As you can see, I have Two Fine. Two Fine is another optional skill. I just don't use it because every time I try to use it, it never seems to actually proc, so I'm not using it. Instead, I have three in the most dangerous game, which is brilliant. Kill a badass, a stronger enemy, stuff like that. Look at that. 45 pet damage, 45 handling, 16.7 crit damage, and 42 gun damage. It's really good. And then I had these here. That gets increased critical hit damage. Enemies are less likely to attack them. That skill is, it probably works the way that it tends to, but it never seems to actually draw the aggro away from Flak. But it's just 50% damage. You could just put the one extra point in here if you really want it, and that'd be completely fine. I just put it next as a 1 point thing. I was like, you know what, may as well. Then of course, Megavore. It's a crit build. Having a 20% chance just to get a free crit is good enough on its own. Next up, we got the green tree with Fade Away. Now you guys may see I want Gorillas in the Mist and Unblinking Eye. You guys don't have to want Gorillas in the Mist, I just do. I start with 5 Infurious Attack. 20% damage in general from your gun if you get all of those stacks up, which is just great. Next up, Axe Skill cooldown time, which is just great on its own. Like being able to re-enter Fade Away is great. And then I went down here to Lick the Wounds. It's okay, if you want a Fade Away build or go down green tree at the very least, take Lick the Wounds, okay? Being able to have your pet revive you is great. Now the pets, they do seem to go down a lot more now, probably from the recent hotfix, but that's fine. Next up, Turn Tailor 1. While staying still, you gain gun damage and fire rate, or you can generate health by constantly moving. It's just a good skill to have. And then put 1 point into self-repairing system, because why not have more health? Next is Hidden Machine, which I just like. An enemy has no target or is attacking. A different target flag deals increased damage. Usually when you're mobbing, you can start a fight strong by killing stuff instantly, which is great. Then I have 3 here, while above half health, for the Fast and the Furious. You guys could say that it's not a good skill. Here's the thing. If you play Flak enough, you're gonna end up usually leaving a fight with full health anyways. There will be times where, you can't leave a fight with full health or even above half health. But that's fine. And then put 1 into Rage and Recover. It's not exactly a good skill. In all honesty, I would probably just put an extra point in the self-repair system. As you can see, I have 2 there. I need to put points into the tree in order to head down to the Power Inside. So obviously, I went for Power Inside. Next up is Blue Tree. Gun damage action skill duration. Why would I not take that? Lax damage is increased by 10%. Or the pet damage is increased by 10%. And pet critical damage. I just need to get down to Frenzy. That's literally it. As for the pet, I have the Grey Horn Skag. Here's the thing, I used to choose the Jabber a lot. And I still like the Jabber as a pet, but it is Flak's worst pet. Like, if anyone from Gearboxes watches, or just anyone watches this, tell Gearbox just to make the gunslit, just make the Jabber useful. Like, here's the thing, it always gives you 5% movement speed if I'm correct. Yeah, 5% movement speed there, and there. That's the best version of it for 10% max health. I'd increase it to 10% movement speed and give it a bit more crit damage. But yeah, onto gear. As you can see, I have an EMP5. Here's the thing. I don't actually use the EMP5. Most of the time when I'm in the map now, I just use a Super Soldier and EMP5 for movement speed. I'll go to Phoenix to demonstrate it. It's just something fun for Flak to have. I didn't have a Clairvoyance. There's no reason not to have a Clairvoyance. It's the best Jacob's Assault Rifle in the game. And this is coming from someone who wants the Woman's Call to be buffed to all hell. But yeah, Clairvoyance is the best Jacob's Assault Rifle in the game. There's no point grabbing any other ones. And of course, Dino is action skill active to 100%. That's great. Hellwalker, same argument as the Clairvoyance. There's really no other shockers to even consider apart from a Stagecoach. Raid Invitation with Elemental Crest. This thing is amazing against certain bosses. You get that Elemental Nova, boom. Enemy's gonna die like that. I have a Skull Masher. I haven't been using it as much though. But the Skull Masher is just cool to have in case you really need it. I've got a Maggie. Same argument as the Clairvoyance, the Hellwalker, best Jacob's pistol in the game. And you can see I have a Brainstorm and Reflux. Those are usually to deal with Guardian Takedown, but they're probably going to go in my safe, because I don't do Guardian Takedown. That is one thing about this build. It is not Guardian Takedown ready. Although I don't think many Flaks are, because the Guardian Takedown is just terrible. As you can see, I have a Backburner with Elemental Quest. This is to speed up the Herbivorous raid boss. When I fought the Herbivorous on a previous livestream, I beat it first try. But the Backburner is just there to get rid of corrosive bars, and I have an Unforgiven to combine with that. Because if you go into Fade Away, fire a Backburner and go to the Unforgiven, you get all that crit damage. It's brilliant. Plus you get 200 while action skill active and the Elemental Quiz. It's literally evil. Here is the Disruptor. Thanks to Evil for gave me this, holy crap. It's just an amazing Disruptor in general. I still prefer the Rain Invitation, but this is good against certain bosses. Now, I do have a Keen and Queen's Call. Elemental Quest on Corrosive. It's very fun to use. I like it. It's really good. And I have a Keen's Call and Shock, which I really use. But it's good if there's an enemy with a shield you want to get rid of. And I've got Hunter Seekers with pretty much all the elements on them. Like most of them have on actually skill end. And then have the Infernal Wish for bosses, obviously. But yeah, it's practically a build. That's the gear, and I'll just quickly go over the trees again. But But yeah, that's basically the trees for a flak build. So what I'm gonna do is I'll start off on the Phoenix, but then I'll start going for tougher stuff. I want to demonstrate the movement speed I get from the EMP5 first. I'm gonna say this build definitely isn't the perfect flak build, but I've been playing flak since day one, and this is what I like to play with. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we're going to be dealing with loading screens. I'm not on the new Xbox or a really good PC, so I'm going through these loading screens with just terrible pain. But yeah, I'll show this build on a Phoenix. I guess I'll show it against Gravewood. Here's the thing, I don't like showing builds against Gravewood because it's Gravewood. Like, Gravewood just dies. But yeah, I'm not going to go through the regular mobbing area. The whole thing with this build is that I usually just ignore mobs. Because I could kill them and get some legendaries, but it just take 20 minutes just to get through the area. Oh, come on, Phoenix, load quicker. Now, I'm not going to show this build against Team of Voice, because Team of Voice would probably take a while anyways, because I'm not using a build that's meant to shred in seconds. So I'm just not doing that. But here's what the movement speed is like with the MP5 and Super Soldier. It's just really good, and it speeds up with fadeaway as well. I'm going to pop up fadeaway now. Enemies don't see me and I move a little bit quicker. And I'll see if anyone uses this build and they want to use the jabber, go right ahead. The jabber gives you a fair amount of movement speed. It's just that the jabber is still Flak's worst pet, and I hope it gets buffed. Jabber I used to use all the time, but then it, like literally anything else was brilliant. One Flak, one. But yeah, I'll show it against Twant and Fein here. The cab whack.
I am unseen.
Probably one of my slower kills. There we go. Just landed here on that guy. He's dead. But I'll show it against Fein up here, Private Beans, because he's got a shield, so I want to show how the Disruptor works on Flak. It's not an insta kill, but it's really good. That's a Wester gun. I'm not grabbing it because I know that the Wester gun's not that good. Ah. Oh, Flak won. Now this build, it's not Guardian takedown ready, but Malon takedown is doable with anyone, but this build used to struggle. Oh no, it did struggle with Malon takedown because this is a recently new build. But this build can go for Malon takedown. As you guys could probably tell, it is a pure Jacobs. Yes, I have a back burner in the MP5. But those are just for filling out purposes that wouldn't usually annoy people. Let's try trying. Does this want to return bullets to the mag? I feel like it sometimes returns bullets to the mag, like the red notation does. What's that? Casting. There's something to avoid on any weapon. The whole fadeaway accuracy and hammer. That can you move? Jeez. But yeah, like that's one thing. There's a couple tips I would have a flag. That's one of them. Avoid the wild fadeaways actually get increased accuracy and handling. There's two reasons. Well, one reason. You're invisible. Your enemies are literally trying to attack you from where they are. If you can't hit them, then you're probably not even aiming. 108. Chaos. Great. So let's find something else to kill. Go to Creek's Mind and fight the Psycho Weaver, because the Psycho Weaver is usually just a giant health sponge. Like, I'd prefer fighting it to Graveward because it's Graveward. Like, what can I say about Graveward that hasn't been said before? It's just a big farm. But I'll kill Psycho Weaver and then Tyrene, and then I'm going to do Malawan takedown. I'm only not showing him a voice of the series because their fights just take a while. Although, there is one thing I do want to show. I don't know if I can show it though. Okay, after this stream is uploaded to YouTube, I'm going to upload a clip to YouTube as well. Basically, there is a bit of a trick to find him a voice's flag. Essentially, the way it works is that when Human Voice has a red health bar, they can have other health bars as well, but it works really well with red. If a whole ton of enemies are on Human Voice, and you get a crit on Human Voice with a rain invitation, the crit just decimates them. It's beautiful.
See you soon.
I didn't have to do Funnel Wish. I just realized that. Lots of damage without a Funnel Wish. This one thing is flag. Remember to have a good memory, because I keep forgetting that I even have an Infernal Wish on me. Ow. Why am I quiet? Yeah, the whole thing nice did there with Human Voice, getting a bunch of enemies around, and that actually works on most of the bosses in the game. Like, if you get a bunch of enemies around Psycho Weaver in this phase, it's just gonna take a lot of damage if you get one crit on him. Now, I don't have a name for it, for the trick. I guess you could call it the God Crit. It's just amazing. Oh, he's running. Just make sure I stay on this platform here. Just get easy crit. Waiting, because when I fought Psycho Weaver earlier, I literally did get an amazing hit on him and took out pretty much the rest of the way of his health. Well, he's in his big phase now. This is the part of the fight where it gets really easy.
Feel the bloodlust.
You can see that I took off just a nice cut of his health there. Ow. I know I may be down on livestream, test out a new build. Well, not a new build, it's relatively new. Just keeps the essentials, basically. But that's not mostly just because of fucking fellas.
Can't hold it for long. Take your shot. Just die already.
I'm sure with free shot fadeaway I probably would do more damage, but I just don't use it. I don't hate free shot fadeaway, I used to use it all the time, I just prefer Gwyn's in the Mist. I'm not gonna check the loot room as well, there's not gonna be much in there. Plus ultra, ooh, Corrosive Major Con. Extra charge of rack attack. Kinda cool I guess. And a lovable rogue. Right. So what I'll do, I'm actually not kill timing. Like I'm pretty sure that I actually demonstrated the build well enough. There, I'm not quite sure though. That's essentially, like, Psycho Weaver is not that difficult for Flak. There's a lot of bosses for Flak that are difficult, but Psycho Weaver's not one of them. What I'll do is kill the Ruiner, and then I'll do Malaron Takedown. But yeah, I think one thing I will do is I might make builds for the other characters, most definitely. I'm definitely going to make a build for her at some point. Don't know when. But there is a chance that I will make a Moose build. But Zane, I'm not quite sure. Zane's a tricky character for me to figure out. And honestly, my friend Evil knows a lot more about Evil, so I might actually just ask him to live stream his build. Reason being that he would do more justice as a Zane than I would. Of course, if I play Zane since day one, it would be the complete opposite. Like, I'd know all about Zane and be like, yeah, this is what you need. You can't take this. All that. Woo! Lag! Love that bit. Yeah, there's a couple of things I do want to say about Flak, like some of its shortcomings. Really, any shortcomings it has can kind of be fixed.
The Ruiner went underground and the vault.
Like, Flak doesn't have lifesteal. That is one thing. But if you equip a King of Queen's Call, well, 1 and 2, they do actually have lifesteal on them. So if you do need lifesteal on Flak, you could just use King of Queen's Call. Which is strange, like, of all the characters to not to like share their stuff, to share their health, it's not a character like it, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I don't have Shadow Love, I think, for all my BFFs, because I just don't use it. Most shouldn't need health regen from Flak, and Mara and Zane don't. The only skill that really helps is other Flaks, and I don't think a game of 4 Flaks sharing health regen with others actually do anything anyways. Well, there's a Bloom. Bloom's quite handy, but that's a terrible annoying for it. Another thing is that go down a lot more now. I think that's a new thing now from a new hotfix. And that's kind of a shame. But yeah, I'll do a Malaron takedown, and that will pretty much show the bills. Is this build raid boss way? I did actually change it a little bit right before the thing, right before the stream, but all I did was remove Leave No Trace, and that was it. So really, this build is raid boss ready. Like, for Hema Voice, yeah, and the This is mostly a mechanic fight. You have to just keep killing all the enemies around. So you should be able to do it. Am I gonna say this is the best flak build ever? No. It's my favorite build, sure, but that's because I made the build. I've been playing since day one as flak. I have played other characters. Let's see the thing. There we go. I've been playing as flak ever since day one. So I kinda know what goes into a equip build. And yes, there are many things you could do. You could just run your monarchs to stack boss in your UAD. But something I find quite funny is that I did the math. You train off 63% damage with 62% damage. Well, not 62. Only so much like.
Down to the lower levels. Make your way there and be ready for some heavy resistance. I'm counting on you, Vault Hunter.
Yeah, one of my pet peeves is definitely a monarch stack bar build in UAD because I tried those. And these just don't have the survivability. Like, I prefer to survive as flak and be able to kill stuff in comparison to, oh, I do crit damage. Well, not crit damage, radiation damage.
Don't run. You'll ruin the taste.
But I'm not doing commentate, I'm just really concentrating as flak. I think this build is bottle on takedown ready. It's just you gotta be wary at all times. Yeah, I've met many people using UAD or Monarch build. There's only one person I met actually kind of pulls it off. And even then, it just doesn't make sense for people to want to use UAD flag. Ow. Yeah, Kraken's dead. I'm not picking up its legendary because it's a world block. To the Valkyries. But actually, I need to get my pet. Oh, no, never mind. That's coming back. And we got the hounds. Classic Fidja. I somehow died myself. This one thing I do want to recommend for clairvoyance is get the elemental critical hissing on it. For any elemental Jacobs, you're gonna want that. This is just winning. Except for maybe the Hellwalker. Hellwalker, I would just say get you on the actual skill active. This clairvoyance is still amazing. Ooh. There is a specific weapon I recommend. I don't know if the specific weapon can appear in the game, but if you can get a Masher Wild, I think. Masher Wild clairvoyance for elemental quiz, I'm pretty sure that gives you a rapid fire Masher. Which would just be amazing. Like, if you get a Masher with a hand crank on it for the clairvoyance, then that's good enough. Like, we wouldn't even need the elemental quiz. The elemental quiz would just proc a lot more. Back up, there you go.
Valkyries fall, and death
There we go.
smiles.
Valkyrie's dead.
Those are advanced mechs, but we're after something bigger. Keep going.
Boring gun is just slanted and then fell on the ground. There's a flood and a snowshoe. Guess I'll pick up the snowshoe. I don't know if I have one in Sanctuary or not.
The pack prevailed.
In fact, I should probably show my Guardian rank anyways, but I might turn off for the Westers. I just go with where drop rate. Oh, it turns off the skills as well. Nah. I'm sure most people play with Guardian rank anyways. If you're one of those people that doesn't play Guardian rank, then that's fine. You don't have to.
I am unseen.
Yeah, go on, Pat.
Glorious war.
Pet is kind of in the way. I can't even see the stuff that's in there. Yes, I may not have used. Wait, was I using my invitation on? Okay. A Psycho Weaver? I probably didn't use the main invitation on Psycho Weaver, that's funny. So I wasn't even getting the elemental quests. That just shows that without elemental quests and stuff like that, you can do tons of damage. But yeah, my memory with Flak has just gone really bad. I've been beginning to equip stuff like the Infernal Wish and that, and it's really funny. Actually, no, I had the Infernal Wish, not Infernal Wish, the Wayne Invitation equipped. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't show my artifacts. Sorry. I want Super Soldier for speed, obviously. I have Bounty Hunter for being good against bosses and stuff like that. Auto Seeker for sure. And I have a Jacob's Company Man. It's not perfect, but it's one I really like. Because you get more movement speed out of it. But if you can get a 50-50 like crit damage and I guess mag size or reload speed, I get it. It'd be great. I just haven't got a Jacob's Company Man with those rolls yet. You can use the Pearl, so if you don't have Season Pass 2, use the Pearl. Ow.
So I'm taking you. Invincible.
cool sound effect. It's like yo.
Death welcomes you. Pounce there.
The thing I do want to say though is that for Flak, his class mods don't exactly give him many options. Looking at the commander and whack commander, Bounty Hunter and Stack Bar is only two good ones. And I say the Stack Bar's falling behind. To revive my pet now.
Death smiles.
Yeah, Flak has some really bad class mods. The reason I point out the commander is because, look, I just triggered my attack command by using the action skill button. That's a feature Flak has, and I don't think people go for attack command that much. I understand that with the commander you can get lifesteal for certain weapons, which is cool. But why go out of your way to get lifesteal on Flak when you shouldn't need it?
Radiation.
Ow. Be careful of those death spheres. They're actually the only tough thing for Flak to fight. They're like surveyors in Borderlands too, basically. That's why they're difficult. It's like how radically they move about. Like, it's not fun.
You're already dead. You know that, right? Into the dark. Would you like some trash from my pockets?
Same with the dogs too. The dogs always move around erratically. They're all sorts of annoying stuff. Like, did you have a Tesla attack where it slows you down? Yeah, that's one thing that I hate is being slowed down in this game. They can have me as much as they want, but the second they slow me down, I am infuriated.
Weak. All of you are weak. My superiority is proven.
These are fast weapons, right? Oh, look at that. I actually did fire whip on a boss fight and it was doing that much damage and he was immune. The reason I'm live streaming this build, by the way, I'm live streaming because I'd rather that than have to record. See, here's the thing, I could just record a bunch of clips that I do really well and show that. This is at least raw footage. That's something I noticed that tons of YouTubers have done. They make the build, but they show them killing the bosses first. And then they follow that up with the actual build video. You can just record a clip where you do really well. I could have taken a clip of Psycho Reaper earlier that I got before the stream. Where I took down pretty much half his health in a single shot. That wouldn't be doing justice. And yes, I know that this video is going to take longer than usual, but I'd rather be able to upload a video where I show everything in detail. That's another thing, sometimes YouTubers just skip right over their tweets. I'm actually being serious. Most of the time I just see them skip right over the tweets that they have, just showing them briefly and then continue on. I know that the argument is that, well, just to copy their points. But even still. I could use a back burner and Unforgiven on thing on Rotan, but that's not showing the build in its true power. So let's sign off for this. Oh, hold up! I found a wish. Forgot. You see that? That's just a fun jump. Oh, my pet is down. Gonna have to stay down though, because I'm not gonna be able to get it. It's hardness as that sounds, I know. But the pet does go down quite a bit, and when that happens, you kind of just have to make a choice. It's like any Telltale game, basically. I'm just waiting for Fadeaway to get back. I can do stuff like that. Ow. Which this part of the fight is kind of locked. As you can see, I did just turn through the barrier. One black one. Oh shit, there's a bunch of crackers about. That's pretty funny. Ow. Stop.
The hunt continues, but yours.
Ow. They didn't just wait for my pet to actually try and revive me now. There's one thing to worry about. If enemies keep pushing you while you're down, then it's not going to be good. That's what I'm playing. Oh, wait, it's not. It's just Tama. Ow.
Takedown in the service of death.
Brilliant work, Vault Hunter. That ass kicking will make Maliwan think
There you
twice
go.
before they
There's
come at us again.
another 4 dead and another 1 dead. I was just too focused on the bosses. If during this fight, I would recommend you take out the mobs first. Well, actually, I would recommend taking down all of them, at least one or two. Because you need to make sure that if your pet goes down, you have a way to get back up.
Beast, kill! Ready to pounce. This was all worth it, just to kill you.
There you go. Zoltan's brain still around? He must got killed in the crossfire with all the wicked shit. Moonfire? Nah. Don't need that. Oh, look at that. Holy Grail. Kips worth. It's actually a pretty good kips worth. Shock and Fame. Have an action skill and guess stuff. So it's like here, I'll pick that up because that debuffs enemies. Fire, weak distributor. I'll pick it up, why not? And astral projection. 390, quiet one. But yeah, that's my flak build. Before I end the video, I will just go briefly over the trees again. There's blue. Blue is the last tree that I would go for though. I've got 5 in Frenzy for those who want to know. I get 2 from Bounty Hunter. Here's orange. That's max and that's max as well. Again, just Bounty Hunter. And I will say there are some things you can take. You can just swap out Ambush Predator for Leave No Trace or Two Fane if you want to. I just don't. Because and a Thunder Wish is basically Two Fine anyways, and there's only a 25% chance for a third projectile to be fired. And that's the Fane Zing basically just got the best version of Two Fine he could get. And that's one thing is kind of saddening for Flak, because Zing gets a brilliant version of Two Fine. And Flak just gets this. Here's Green Tree. And again, some points can be swapped away. You can swap that for any of these. And you can swap Rage of Recover for basically any other skill if you want to. And gear. Pretty much one in Jacobs. And I've got a Infernal Wish and a Super Soldier. Plus an EMP5 to combine with the Super Soldier for movement speed. Again, I shall demonstrate. Because it's very fun. Really glad to speed this up. As you can see, you just run around really quick. So why not, you know? That's for the build. This is going to be uploaded straight to YouTube. I'm absolutely sure. So if you guys want to watch the entire thing from start to finish, then check my Twitch channel's bio, and there will be a link to YouTube in there. You'll probably have to copy and paste it though. But other than that, if you watch on YouTube, like and subscribe if you enjoy the build. Tell me how terribly I built this flak, even though I literally stated this isn't the best flak in the world. And I probably won't respond to those comments anyways. And I think next I'll show my Mo's build. My Mo's build, honestly, I put less work into her than flak, but she does a lot more damage. I think that might be that Moses buffed recently though. I think she did get a genuine damage buff. But I'll see everyone in the next stream or video, whichever it is. Later.